So I'm here with Mark. Mark, where are you from?
Grand Junction, Colorado.
And what is your job title position out here?
So right now I'm a Frac 1 operator.
Frac 1 operator.
Yeah, Frac 1 operator.
Okay. And how long you been in the oil field?
About 2 years.
2 years. Okay. And what got you started in the oil field?
Well, I had a couple family members who actually fucking were in the oil field for quite a bit. And,
Yeah.
I mean, great money. You know what I mean? Good benefits.
Yeah.
401k. A lot of ups and always progression up. You know what I mean? So I'm at the lowest right now. I can move up to an op 2, op 3, op 4.
Yeah.
Once I get all those, then I can move up into a supervisor position.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So endless amounts of goals and great money. You know. Great
so
money.
I know a lot of people have been asking me like how to get into the oil field, like what type of certifications or degrees or anything like that. And I tell people, and I feel like they don't believe me, but you could tell them. I mean,
yeah,
you're in frac.
I had no experience whatsoever when I first started.
Right.
None whatsoever. I was working at a grocery store, before this. I moved furniture before this.
Oh shit.
So there are companies out there that will take guys under their wing and show you how it works and things like that, like they did with myself. So
right.
It was badass, dude. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's ups and downs of it, of course.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's with any job though. You got ups and downs, and then you got the waves too.
Yeah.
Now you haven't worked in like an oil crash where it's just dead and everyone's laid off. No. I haven't experienced that either yet. Hopefully.
Yeah. Exactly. Same. Not gonna look for that.
So, what's your typical day like? I guess we could start off with. So you guys work what's called a hitch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long is a hitch?
So for me, it's 15 days straight.
15 days straight.
15 days straight, and then I go home for 6, and then I'll go back out for 15.
Okay.
And it's a rotating schedule, so I'll do 15 days.
Yeah.
So like day shift, I go home for my 6 days, and then when I come back, I'll do 15 night shifts.
Okay.
So it's a rotating schedule.
You also get paid hourly
yes,
as
sir.
well?
Yes, sir.
And then you also get, I'm assuming, per diem?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anytime I'm not sleeping in my own bed, I get per diem.
Okay. Now, do they offer job bonuses as well?
Not so. My company doesn't have job bonuses or anything like that, but I know there are some out there.
Yeah.
Like Wireline, those guys, they tend to get
big money.
Yeah.
Big Wireline's
a good one,
Yeah.
So, and then fracking's actually not too bad. I mean, it's probably the easier bit of the oil field work. A lot of people say.
What about rig ups?
Rig ups and rig downs are the hardest. You're
That's the motherfucker.
You're lifting all that iron.
Yeah.
A 4-inch Chickson weighs about 160 to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Your check valves are about 160 to 190.
Yeah.
Holding that stuff in, while you got somebody try to wing it up, it could be
so
strenuous.
People that don't know, right? I know for me personally, I wasn't a weak dude. I worked out before I got into the oil field here and there. I wasn't no crazy gym nut.
Yeah.
And, I also worked on diesel and auto. But I know from my experience coming into the oil field and lifting some of that shit for the first time.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
Whole different ballgame.
It fucks you up.
So my first hitch ever, dude, we rigged up and down 5 times. So we finished a pad, rigged out of that, and then we had 5 recompletes.
Yeah.
And those are day jobs. So you're going in there, one crew's rigging up, the other comes fracking it, and then guess what? You're hitting the rig down.
Yeah.
So I did that my first, dude. I tell you what, my forearms, bro, my grip on my hands, everything was just dead.
Now, how was your hammer swing?
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. When I first started my swinging a hammer, man, I looked like a, I don't even know how to say
like
it. Like
a child.
Yeah.
You literally feel like a child.
Compared to all those guys that know how to swing that bad boy. Yeah. You're over here. And then also knowing how to, what direction when you're winging that shit up.
Yeah.
When you're just out here. And then you get guys that are like, yep, you gonna hit that thing any looser or what, bud? Or how tight you want that.
How tight you want
when
that.
You're trying to break it loose,
and
guys will mess with you and be like, yep, that's a 6-pack of beer you owe me for that one, bud. So it's all love out here,
It's definitely an experience. Like, there's nothing like when you so for people that don't know, like when you first get into the oil field and you start your first few hitches, you're basically breaking out. You know what I mean? Like, I personally broke out in West Texas.
Yeah.
And those fucking guys were fucking brutal.
Oh, absolutely.
The shit talk is like at an all-time high, and it's like 150 degrees outside. You're in this uniform.
Always
you're sweating fucking buckets.
Always.
And you're just like, and the motherfucker's just in your ear, like, hit it with your fucking purse. And you don't know anybody. Yep. So it's not like you have rapport with people. You can say, yo, go fuck yourself or whatever.
No, absolutely.
You got to sit there and eat shit for like a good 30.
At least I'd say 3 hitches. 3 hitches at least before you start getting comfortable with people.
At least 3 months. And you can really start ripping into motherfuckers. And then you start gaining a little bit more skills.
Yeah, because your hammer swing starts to get better. You you start learning things, Yeah. So, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Ain't nothing like breaking out, though.
No, man. Absolutely.
Especially with the guys that you broke out with. It's a brotherhood. Like, I still talk to guys, not every day, but maybe once every few months that I broke out with, because it's just like a brotherly camaraderie.
Oh, yeah. So, and that's the thing is, when you're out here with these guys, dude, when you're on a crew like this, you'll see them more than you see your own family at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, definitely, you're talking your relationship with the guys that you work with are unreal, So, I mean, because you see them every single day, 12 hours a day minimum. Exactly, minimum 12 you're out hours on location 12 hours a day, no matter what, and then that's not including your driving time to and from the hotels. Or man camps, wherever it may be that you're at, so
if you're lucky to get a man camp with food. How's it work over there? Because you broke out where, in Colorado?
My company's based out of Colorado, or one of our districts is in Colorado. We got quite a few in a couple other states, but we do a lot of fracking out in Utah, Wyoming, North Dakota, Wyoming, all those places, So
how fucking cold does it get out there?
Oh man, it's freezing. It's freezing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, where we're at right now here in Ohio, man, this has probably been the coldest weather that I've experienced.
Really?
Yeah.
Colder than Wyoming?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just in Wyoming probably a month ago, bro, and it was nowhere near this cold. I mean, the wind is a motherfucker. You're fighting the wind for sure. Yeah. So, but out here, this is the coldest temperature that I've actually fracked in.
So you remember the other night when we had the coldest fucking night, probably since you've been out here and I've been out here?
The -7 or -12, whatever it was.
-10 to 12 degrees.
Yeah.
I fucking popped a tire and had to change my fucking tire on the way home.
Dude, that's fucking...
in -12.
That sucks,
bro. I was pulling the fucking gloves out of my trunk. I had gloves in my trunk.
They're stiff like a board?
Stiff.
Yeah.
Like fucking cardboard. Yeah. It was fucking unreal.
Absolutely.
I was like, what the fuck, man?
Absolutely, man. Dude, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're good, though, dude.
I got the tire fixed, but then the fucking car broke down and all this other shit. It's all another story.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you said you worked in grocery and then you ended up fracking. And obviously you're still here, so you like it.
Oh, absolutely. Enjoy it. Money keeps you going, man.
It's only up from here. Yeah, once you're in, you're in.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm an op one. I got a company. They help you get your CDL, take care of that, schooling, all that shit. So then you can move up to an op 2.
Yeah.
Once you get your hazmat, more equipment out on the field, out here in location and stuff like that. Yeah. Op 3. Once you know everything and you know how to run the ground and all that shit. Op 4. And it's great money, You're talking upwards of 120 to 160,000 a year
with no experience.
Where
the fuck else are you going to do that? 'Cause it's not trucking.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Trucking used to be 100K a year. And certain jobs you can still make 100K a year trucking, but oil field, you be ready to make some fucking money. Yeah, but you're going to work in some fucked up conditions.
No, absolutely. I mean, then it's those sacrifices you got to make. I mean. You're going to leave your families to come out here, and I mean, you're going to do it to provide for your family, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of give and take, but if you find the right company, and those guys will take care of you no matter what. I mean, and like I said, they got benefits. Like you could end up taking a whole month off for vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
once you rack up that time off.
Well, even at your first as a starting, I have enough hours to just take once out a year. I can take a whole month off.
No shit.
It pays me for my whole entire hitch.
Yeah, you got a good company.
So, it's a great place to work, and I recommend anybody who's willing to fucking, want to step out and try to, better their lives or give it a shot. By all means, why not?
Now, what happens if you're lazy though? You come out here lazy, be lazy.
It ain't gonna work.
You gonna make it?
No, it ain't gonna. No, guys will run you off.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing is you got to be able to take the shit. You know, you can't. Don't. A lot of what we say is, oh, somebody brought their feelings to work. You can't bring your feelings. You know, because guys are gonna talk shit. They're not meaning it to be an asshole or anything like that. They're just talking shit. You know.
Just your mic. Your mic's a little off.
Oh shit.
It's all good.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I just don't want to hit in the. Here, put it on the bottom right there. What's it? Yeah. That should be good. Technical difficulties.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Yeah. So, what goals do you have for 2025? Working in frac out here in Ohio. Oh, you're in Ohio right now, but you're getting ready to go back to Colorado.
So, I'm heading to CDL school. I'm gonna go get my Class A license.
No shit.
Get my hazmat, and then, like I said, I've got 2 years experience out here in the field, so I can hopefully get my my Op 2 level and ride with that for 6 months, and then once I do that, then I can move up to an Op 3 and slowly just start to progress. My main goal right now is to get to be an Op 4 by next winter. You know, January of 2026 would be Op 4 would be, you know, an ideal goal for me, and you know.
Hell yeah. Now I heard like in the oil field, from what I've noticed, it's real easy to move up.
Oh, absolutely. As long as you work hard, show up on time, and bust your ass.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You'll get there.
Absolutely.
Because like I know for me, when I started off in Texas, I started off at like a lower rate, and I probably worked 2 hitches. No, maybe like a month, month and a half, and automatically got a fucking raise. Didn't even ask for it.
Oh yeah,
which fucking blew my mind because I'm used to companies. You know, you got to be at a company for a year before you even have that conversation.
Before they'll give you anything. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. There's definitely room for room for advancement. The money is out here, and you get time off. You know, if you could suffer for 2 weeks, because there's some hitches are going to be better than other hitches.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. And some like this one right here, dude, we just been fracking the whole time, so you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Really, no manual labor. Really, you know, just making sure shit don't freeze. And winter ops is always difficult.
Yeah.
No matter what, summertime fracking is the best kind of fracking.
Yeah.
You know, everything falls apart like butters when you're doing maintenance on pumps or anything like that, you know, and you don't have to worry about stuff freezing up. So, summertime fracking's where it's at.
No shit.
And you get to be outside and look at cool shit and, you know what I mean? Be underneath the stars, dude. Sometimes
that's awesome out here that I noticed too, is you can get out and see the fucking stars.
It's really cool gig, man.
Yeah. So your company is going to pay for your CDL.
Yep.
And they're going to pay you while you're at fucking school.
Yes, sir.
And then you'll come back to start fracking
out to the field, and
Are you nervous?
No.
To drive?
A little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's a new thing for me.
Right,
you know?
right.
I mean, I've had experience, you know, behind the wheel of a tractor trailer, you know.
What'd you drive?
When I was moving furniture, we just practiced in the yard, backing up trailers and shit like that. If you didn't have it, but you know, this would be my first time actually legally on the road.
Yeah.
In equipment, heavy equipment, you know, 'cause these pumps, they almost 100,000 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, every single pump is needs an oversized,
and that's
just to drive it.
That's what I was gonna try to bring up. Is like, I remember when I first started driving frac pumps. You know, I drove at that time. I drove pretty much all over, almost all of the United States, with the exception of a few states. And I was driving reefer, I did a little flatbed, and I did dry van. So when I first got into, you know, the tractor in Texas, and it's a fucking oversized, over fucking weight, you know, tractor and frac pump, I was like, holy shit, this is not a 53-foot
just box
fucking
trailer,
40,000 pound load. This is double.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I fucking, and luckily out there it's pretty much straight and flat.
Yeah.
So
in Colorado, you got all the mountains.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you're nervous, because I personally won't drive in Colorado. I refuse.
So, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, we'll get in there and we'll figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, you gotta take a chance.
Yeah.
What does that say? Wayne Gretzky says you miss 100 shots you don't take, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So might as well just take a shot.
Yeah. Just
it's
go.
The only way to learn. Failure is the only way to fucking.
Yeah, you don't want to fail in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you just, you know,
you'll learn how to correct it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And they're gonna teach you how to drive stick.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's not no automatic bullshit. None of that.
Mandatory. You learn how to drive a stick. You know, and, which luckily I drive a personal stick. So
so yeah, you're
a little
good
different,
there.
but I mean we'll get the hang of it.
Just a couple more slides. That's all.
Yeah.
You know?
And then a little high low.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When you're doing your 18 speeds, you know.
Yeah, I miss driving 18. They're fun, dude.
So
especially when you start just learning how to float gears.
Oh yeah.
And you just don't even use the clutch, and you just fucking pop, pop, pop,
no,
pop, pop,
absolutely,
pop.
absolutely.
And there's nothing better. There's no better feeling of driving a Pete. You know what I mean? Like deck the fuck out.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Kenworths, man.
The Kenworths are nice. No, Kenworths are definitely nice as shit.
A lot of our tractors are Kenworths.
Yeah,
so
they got
a couple Pete's.
Chrome, everything. Kenworths are definitely nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely an experience though.
Absolutely.
When you first start driving. I'd like to do another interview with you after you start driving.
Yeah.
Because right now you're
I'm still fresh.
There's a saying in trucking when they haven't driven yet or they're just learning, just starting out, they call it wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
So that's where you're going to be wet behind the ears for a little bit.
Oh yeah, sweating and fucking yeah.
And they say like when you go up the mountain and you're getting ready to come down the mountain, you pucker up.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of have that oh shit moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just keep it
whole different ball game.
Yeah, just keep it slow and steady going down that mountain. Make sure your jakes are on, and definitely want to have it in a lower gear so that your engine brake can work. You know what I mean? And get you down that bitch slow. And little advice for you is, and it pissed me off in the beginning. People will, especially other truckers, fly past you down that fucking mountain and make you feel this small.
Oh yeah.
But just remember, like, have patience and you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But just in the beginning, you want to crawl before you walk.
Yep.
Because you don't want to be that guy that
has to fucking take a runaway ramp or fucking
or
burns up the brakes.
Yeah. Or God forbid you can't make the runaway ramp. Like that one guy, he killed a bunch of people in Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't imagine living with that. I can't.
No, absolutely.
So you definitely in the beginning, just take it slow, and motherfuckers are gonna clown you. They're gonna talk shit, but just fuck them.
That's how it is out here, though. Too,
yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, just take it easy, take it slow and steady's the pace, man.
Fucking A.
So, what else do you want to tell people about fracking and hammer parties? And
it's fun. It's fun, dude. Like, you have a lot of safety meetings.
Yeah.
I mean, ones before you fucking, start hammering and shit like that, and then you got ones that when you're off the clock with all your boys.
Oh yeah,
drinking the beers.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's some good times to it too,
Yeah, definitely is.
The main thing is just always keep your head on the swivel, and always look out for your buddy, because anything's possible with fracking. You're pumping water at high pressures, like right now our max pressure is 11,000 psi, and that's dangerous shit.
It's deadly.
Yeah,
it's deadly. You're done.
Anything over 1,000 pounds is deadly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. So you just got to make sure you look out for your boys, and the main thing is you want to get back home the same way you went to work. That's the best advice that I could. And if it don't look right, ask questions. That's a big thing, and always remember in the oil field there's stop work authority. If you don't feel right with it, you don't look right, shut it the fuck down.
Yeah, say something.
And then somebody will come and assess the situation who knows what they're doing. Say, hey, good call, good catch, but this isn't something to really be too worried about. You know what I mean? And they'll let you know that. And they don't shit on you when you do that shit, because you're out here looking out for everybody. Trying to get back home the way you can.
Exactly. And again, it all comes down to that brotherhood too, of looking out for one another and always trying to have each other's backs out here, because that's all we have is each other. Absolutely. At the end of the day. So
you're out, like I said, you're out here with these guys for 15, 14 days at a time, depending on what company you work for, and so you see them more than you do your kids, your wife, and all that shit.
So what's the craziest thing that you've seen out here, either that has blown up, caught on fire?
Oh, I've seen a pump explode.
What, like a frac pump?
Yeah, the whole bottom end of a frac pump, dude.
Oh, shit.
Through the rods and everything, caught on fire.
Yeah. You got a picture or a video?
No, I don't have either one of them, but
I'm gonna start collecting content, so I can start posting shit. Like, look at this shit.
They try not to have that stuff.
Well, I know. So, well, it's there. There's definitely some fuck ups.
Yeah,
I've seen some fuck ups too. But
I've seen some iron separate before.
Shit.
Yeah. So it's just
just gotta be mindful.
always be mindful. Exactly. Absolutely. It's crazy stuff out there, but sure can be fun, dude. I tell you what.
Yeah, it is. One thing in Texas they told me is everything out here will kill you.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, you have, like in Texas and New Mexico, you got to worry about rattlesnakes.
Oh, yeah. Wildlife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking hiding under shit.
One of my first hitches when I was driving to Wyoming from Utah, a deer ran right out in front of us while we were pulling a skid, for the chem skid, you know.
Well, you saw I hit 2 fucking deer.
Yeah.
Hit 2 fucking deer in the same fucking week.
That's what, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And
hopefully I didn't total my girl's car.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fucked up, bro.
No kidding.
And then I gotta try to explain that to her at 5:30 in the fucking morning. Like, oh yeah, babe, I'm gonna be home in a little bit. I fucking smashed your car.
No, absolutely.
Like that was a fucking shitty conversation to start her fucking day.
Yeah, no fucking shit. You getting off work?
Yeah.
You just want to get home.
Yeah. So what's the hours like? Like I know you were saying 12 hours, but you know, how many hours do you usually work per week?
Just depends. So so I get paid every 2 weeks, and in that time frame, we're looking at about 170 to 180 hours
per week.
Per 2 weeks. Per 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So if you divided that up, you're looking at about 90 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know, in a 7-day period, 90 hours. You know, but no matter what, it's always 12 hours on location.
Minimum. Now I know. For us, sometimes like we've had this work over.
Yeah.
You know, over the 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you know, especially on rig down days.
Yep. It all just depends what needs to get done, and you know, there's some days where I've worked. What was it? 16, 17 hours, and then my drive time back to the hotel. Yeah. You know, so
18, 20 hours.
Absolutely, 20 hours straight sometimes. You know,
the longest I worked on location was. I worked 2 doubles.
Oh wow!
I worked
48 hours.
The day shift, and then I worked the night shift, and then I was able to go on days off because they were short.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Look, we need somebody out here." This was when I was doing pump down in Texas, and they were like, "Look, we're short."
I heard pump down's fun as fuck.
It's the same as frac. It's just it's micro frac.
Yeah, like, it's just a whole lot smaller. Yeah. All you're doing is pumping wire line.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you got usually over there we would have about 2 pumps in our spot of location, and then we'd have our iron and our boost pumps and our bleed offs, and that's pretty much it. You know, it wasn't how frac has fucking shit everywhere, man.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
That's a lot. I always fucking am amazed seeing everything get torn the fuck apart.
When you're up on that ice, I'll take a fucking photo.
I got yeah. I mean, out here sneaking shit, bro, like left and right. Like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
shit. They got drones and shit.
I saw that the other night. Yeah.
You know, just whatever. Fucking, there's times we do remote pads, bro. We're like this. The well pads will be like a mile away from us, and we'll be down on a little area doing this right here.
Yeah.
We're fracking to a well that's a mile away.
And y'all do that because there's like neighborhoods and shit over there, right?
Well,
you don't want the noise.
It's just the area where the wells are super small.
Oh, they can't fit them.
Yeah, so they can't fit a frac spread like that
right
there, you know. And so then they lay all that iron down, all that pipe. Miles of pipe, you know, so we could send the water.
And how do you guys lay that miles of pipe?
They have third party do that. We just mainly focus on our iron or our missile monoline or whatever.
But how is that done? It's all done by hand.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they got
with a hammer and a forklift. Yeah. And they just run. What are they? 10 foot or how long the pipe?
It's actually, I think it's longer, like 20 to 50 feet long pipes that they.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. So it's like they bring out the big shit for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because you got to have fucking, you know.
That's a lot, dude. That's fucking crazy.
And then they bury it under the ground.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that because I never worked, I never worked in that type of environment.
Yeah, because you can't drive over that shit when it's fucking like directly over it. If
you're
fracking 10,000 PSI on it.
Yeah.
You know, or some cases, I mean, those it's usually in between 5 to 8, you know. So everything's all pressure rated, and anything you go over that, then it's got to get fucking replaced. So anything, you know, so we have like an FRV. If it pops, you know, we go over that. So if anything happens where we went over all our pressure, 15K is what our 3 inch is rated for. If we went over that, every single piece of 3-inch iron out here would have to get replaced.
Yeah.
And inspected before, you know, so we'd have to get a whole all new set of iron out here just to continue the job if we went over that pressure.
Shit, that's fucking crazy.
It's always being, you know, cautious and You know,
keeping your head on the fucking swivel.
Always, man.
That's been like the repeat thing of my videos out here, is just saying, everybody keep your head on the fucking swivel, dude.
Because anything can happen, man.
At any time.
At any time, you know, like sand could go down, a blender could take a shit. You know, you blow packing on your pumps, you know, and now you got to close that pump in. You guys got to go into that red zone area, you know, and close that right next to the high pressure. He's got to go close that pump in, you know, and we have guys that can go into those exclusion zones.
Right. Because they know the hazards, they know the potential dangers and the risks that they're taking going in there.
They're also on the sheet with the company and stuff like that, so they can go in there.
But nothing's still guaranteed.
No, never.
You know, so every day out here, every successful day is a blessing out here, you know, that we make it back.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
And sometimes, honestly, I forget about it because I take shit for granted.
Oh, absolutely.
I took shit for granted with trucking, and I take shit for granted here.
You tend to get complacent, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where things actually get fucking bad. You can never settle. Like, I'm almost my way out of here, you know? I go home. I got one more shift after tonight. And I can't, you know, let that get in my way, you know? I still got to be as if I'm still out here for the next week, you know? Still in that same mindset.
Yeah.
So that way nothing like that does happen, or I, you know, get lazy with something because, hey, I'm about to go home or something like that.
Or fuck it, that's day shift's problem.
Exactly. You know, you're always, you know, and every company that you work for is always just a little bit different.
Yeah,
you know?
No, definitely.
Everyone's got a little bit of different rules. But it's just about adapting and looking out for one another, you know?
Hell yeah. So, exactly, I know you have a certain area, so, like, what exactly does your area include?
So my area is chems.
Right.
I run chems. I got skids, and then whatever chemicals they're running. You know, like right now we're doing scale, bio, and FR.
Right.
So FR is friction reducers. Bio is a biohazard.
Yeah.
That eats any bacteria or anything that's going down the well. And then scale, I'm not too sure exactly what scale does.
So scale is again, I'm kind of new with this type of shit, but scale is like kind of like a inhibitor.
Yeah.
And it prevents the insides of the pipes.
From rust. And
build up of shit.
Yeah.
So it's all very important that it gets down in that fucking hole and
so
everything flows smoothly.
And then you got clay, which is like a fucking lubricator kind of in the same sense, you know.
So when you got all the dirt, it can pack like kind of
it helps pack the sand together. Is what clay does. And then you have your surf, which is a surfactant, which is also that helps. It's almost like a dish soap is what surf is.
And that's what you guys
no, so we run surf.
I don't
but
do
not here
surf.
We're not doing it. But,
oh no. Okay.
But in a lot of other places, it's a surf, and it just helps the surface, helps slide shits better with the surf.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hence the surface, you know what I mean? Surfactant. So, but yeah, fucking a lot of crazy shit.
Now, how long is this well here?
I'm not too sure to be.
I don't know either.
I'm not too sure. I know there's 5 wells that we got out here, and 2.5 hour stages long. So
a lot of downtime.
Oh,
perfect for interviews.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, and shooting the shit, bullshit.
Yeah, as long as you know your shit's taken care of, everything running smoothly.
Yeah.
When we're fracking like this, really not much you can do. You can't go in that red zone.
Yeah.
High pressure on the line.
Yeah.
So.
You know. Yeah. So, what are some things that what are some things you would like to see change in the oil field? Let's talk about change.
Change in the oil field.
Yeah. Some things that you're not happy with.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little too early to, new to say exactly what I'd like to see change. Maybe some guys picking up slack, I guess, but that'd be most of it, Yeah. Fucking, I walked into 3 different shit shows, for my other swap out, So it is what it is. It's just part of the job, and you just take it with a grain of salt, get in there and get it done.
I like to see more drilling going on. That's more drilling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That gives us work.
As long as they're drilling, I'm fracking and I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd definitely see that for sure. And I'd love to see like maybe some companies going into the 2 week on, 2 week off. Like I know Liberty is a big fracking company, and they do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
So when I worked at H&P, and they were
drilling?
They were 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and man, I fucking love that job. I love the schedule. I loved working on the rig, learning shit and all that. It was because, you know, I started on the frac side of things, so I didn't really get to see any of the drilling shit.
Yeah.
So when I got out there, and I just was like, wow, this is fucking insane. And that was like the best. That was like the icing on the cake, was the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Oh yeah.
But the only issue with that was they fuck you out of all your overtime.
Absolutely. That's why I can't complain with what I got, you know.
Yeah.
I get all of my overtime and time and a half, and anything over 12 hours a day is paid time and a half.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
So, you know,
can't beat that.
You know, it's really good money. You know, really good money. You got to make some sacrifices for it, though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably
so. Would you say like out here is more like a lifestyle?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Oil field work is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be willing to fucking commit to it, and you know, and honestly, if you really were smart with it, you could do it for probably 3 years, and you can go take every single penny you made and go do something what you really wanted to do. I look at this as a stepping stone. You know, I'm out here earning as much money as I can, so that way I could save up as much as I can and go break off and go do something that like I'd like to do. Maybe own my own business. Start your own business. Exactly. Shit like that. Absolutely. Yeah. Just it's a good way to do it.
Absolutely.
You know? That's what and I know some guys are lifers. You know, they love being out here.
Oh yeah.
You know.
But out here 40 fucking
for
years.
me, I mean, I don't want to be out fucking missing my family for 20 fucking years. You know, out here doing that shit. So, you know, I got a 5-year plan. Grind my ass off for 5 years, and when I'm 35, I'll be fucking out doing my own thing.
Hell yeah, you'll be set, bro. You'll be set. Just stay focused on that plan. Because I said the same shit too, man. When I got into the shit, and I blew so much fucking goddamn money just on stupid ass shit, going to bars, fucking, you know, certain things.
You tend to do that out here, dude.
Yeah, you got to just stay focused.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys like to drink.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's all you can do out here.
Yeah,
you can't fuck around with any other that shit. And
yeah.
So, you know, but I enjoy it. I like it. I keep coming back.
Yeah.
You know,
we'll wrap that up. Damn, that was 31.